Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer, and today I'm here with a quick first look at some really cool cases from UAG for the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. So we've got the Pathfinder case here in a beautiful clear version. This is going to do a great job in showing off the beauty of your iPhone while protecting it, because you're going to get 18 feet of drop protection with this case. You will also get 18 feet of drop protection with the beautiful Metropolis LT, which is a little slimmer. Really cool looking case here in this Micro Hex Camo Graphite design. Love this case. And then finally, if you want something a bit more drop protective, you're going to get 25 feet of drop protection with your classic Monarch Pro with Kevlar. So really cool options here from UAG. Let's take a closer look. So looking at these three case models side by side, you can see they're all a similar height, but you're really going to notice the difference in thickness with your Metropolis LT. So the other two cases are going to be pretty similar size-wise. Your Pathfinder and your Monarch Pro with Kevlar are basically going to be the same height and same width. You're going to have a little bit more thickness with your Monarch Pro with Kevlar as opposed to the Pathfinder, but you really have to look at them very closely side by side. It is a minuscule difference. So the only one here that really has much of a difference size-wise is going to be that Metropolis LT. And this is made differently than the other cases also. For one thing, it is a lot more flexible, flexes in the hand a bit, and you don't have that classic UAG look with the UAG branding. So here we do have some Urban Armor Gear branding down here at the bottom, but it looks quite different, not the classic look. I'm really liking the backplate on here. So this is made of a vegan leather, and it has this really cool Micro Hex Camo Graphite pattern on it. So there's three other versions of this case, but those are all Kevlar. This one is the only one which is vegan leather, and I think it looks really interesting, really nice. So this case is TPU. I'm sure there's some polycarbonate in it as well. So the interior is softer and the exterior is a little harder. It's going to give you that 18 feet of drop protection. So our corners are jutting out a little bit in a classic UAG way, but not too much. This is overall a slimmer feeling case. Our buttons have a slit button design, so they could potentially let in dirt or dust, but I am happy to see that we do have a covered action button here. You have spots down here on your bumpers for a lanyard if you want to add one, but of course one does not come with the case. Our port openings are asymmetrical for the asymmetrical port design of the phone, which is great, and you should have plenty of space for your USB-C cables. And then going over here to camera control, we have a cutout here. Hopefully it's going to be the sufficient size so that you can easily access your camera control, but I won't know really anything about the camera control until I get my hands on my 16 Pro, and I'm never going to get my hands on a 16 Pro Max because I'm not buying that phone. So this is going to be a little bit of a mystery to me. And then obviously up here we've got our side button, again that same slit button design. And then as far as our rear camera is concerned, looks like everything should be sufficiently protective. Overall, this is a nice case in the hand. Loving the fact that you've got that 18 feet of drop protection, and this one has a significant amount of recycled content at 50% recycled, so that is great. And then looking at our Pathfinder case, here in the Pathfinder Clear, so they have both Pathfinder Clear and Pathfinder non-clear cases. The Pathfinder Clear is nice if you want to show off the beauty of your iPhone. So this one is a classic UAG case. It is rigid, so you got that hard polycarbonate back, and then the sides, which are TPU, which have more flex. And you don't have a lining here in the interior like you did with the previous case because it's a clear case, so obviously you can't really have any kind of a lining. Your sides are not particularly grippy, but they do have all kinds of little protrusions on here, which gives you grip to hold on to. Got the same design of buttons here, slit button designs. You do have an action button which is covered. You've got protruding corners on here. That's going to give you more drop protection. Again, this is going to give you that same 18 feet of drop protection as the Metropolis LT. And you have a cutout here for your camera control. And comparing this one to your Monarch Pro with Kevlar, so very similar cases. A little bit heavier case here with your Monarch Pro with Kevlar because this one is lined. It's also going to give you that 25 feet of drop protection as opposed to 18 feet of drop protection. And it also has Kevlar on it. So this one is probably even more rigid than your Pathfinder case. Sides do have flex to it. And just like with the Pathfinder, you do have stuff on the side which is textured, which gives you some grip, but these are not rubbery sides. So if you compare these side by side, you can see just different kinds of things on the sides. On your Monarch Pro, you've got this kind of hexagonal pattern here on the side, and then with the Pathfinder, you just have other stuff. Both of these cases have corners that jut out for extra protection. Same design of buttons, and again, hexagonal pattern down here for more grip on your Monarch Pro. And you also have with the Monarch Pro, these spots down here where you can attach a lanyard if you happen to have one. So looking at the interior again, you have this softer interior material here, which is going to be very helpful against impact. And overall, just a really nice case. Looking at the back, you have these inset areas with genuine Kevlar. You've got your UAG branding. You have these nice skid pads on here. So I think that these are a nice feature to have on cases. UAG's traditionally had these, although I don't see them, unfortunately, on the Pathfinder. The Pathfinder doesn't have those skid pads, but your Monarch Pro does. And what is nice about these is when you're putting this case on its back, it helps keep the majority of the back of the case very slightly raised, so you have less scratching over time. So this material here probably is going to do some scratching over time, but I think that the skid pads are going to help against that. And it certainly looks to me like you should have sufficient protection here for your rear camera. It's relatively heavy in comparison with the others, but it's not too huge, and it's got that classic UAG look. So this is going to be a really nice thing if you are into UAG. So as far as wireless charging and MagSafe charging are concerned, all three of these cases should work perfectly fine with that. They are all MagSafe cases. As far as the ability to test the charging is concerned, I'm not obviously able to do that because I don't have the real phone, but I can tell you about the magnetic strength. So you're going to have similar magnetic strength in your Monarch Pro and your Pathfinder. Your Metropolis LT is okay, but it's just not quite as good as the others, so that's something perhaps to be aware of. But if you're considering getting one of these cases, you might want to bundle it together with UAG's really amazing ring holder. So this is best in class, super strong magnets, all metal construction, and you can use this in portrait, you can use it in landscape, you can use it as like a ring holder thing as well. It's fun to play with, and it's going to work great with all of these case models. So it's going to be best, obviously, on the great magnets you're going to find with the Monarch Pro. And it's also going to be great also with your Pathfinder. And you're going to notice when you attach it onto your Metropolis case, the Metropolis LT, it's going to attach fine, just not quite as strongly. But it's still fine. It's not going to fall off or anything like that. It's just that the magnets aren't quite as strong with this one as they are with the others. Again, we've been looking at a variety of cases from UAG for the new iPhone 16 Pro Max. So the UAG Monarch Pro with Kevlar is going to be the most expensive of these. This one is going to come in at $99, and it comes in element green, black, silver, and the beautiful mallard color that we saw in this review. And then a little bit less expensive is going to be the Metropolis LT. This one is going to run you $64.95, and it comes in the beautiful Micro Hex Camo Graphite version, as well as 3 Kevlar versions: Kevlar Black, Kevlar Mallard, and Kevlar Olive. And then finally, the least expensive of the bunch is going to be the Pathfinder Clear. This one comes in at $54, and it comes in the lovely active neon version that we saw in this review, as well as ice and ash. Many thanks to the kind folks at UAG for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions about these products or anything else, please feel free to put them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And do consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.